welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm really excited because in today's video I'm going to be talking about all things sofas and couches. I say couch, do you say sofa? I find myself saying couch, but I think the correct term is sofa. So as you guys know, I am a huge fan of upcycling and recycling furniture, but when it came to my couches, I got some free couches, which is great, and I have them 5 years now and they have served me well. However, the thing when you get free furniture is it doesn't always fit. And when you first get a house, you kind of take anything just to fill the gaps. So my second-hand couch has served me well and I'm really excited. This is gonna be my first new item for the house. Bar one table upstairs, I don't think I have anything like new, you know, furniture wise in this house, so I'm really excited. The sofas that I have at the moment in this room are too big. So if you watch my living room tour, you will see that it's not a huge living room. It's quite small, it's quite quaint. And I have a huge 3-seater and this is a 2-seater, and they're just too big. And an option if you have got really, like, you might have secondhand couches and you might just want to reupholster them. But the problem I have is these are actually too big for my space and they are making my space look even smaller because they're so big and clunky. So I have teamed up with the guys at DFS and we are going to talk about all things sofas, because for me, choosing a sofa or a couch, it's a minefield, and I know a lot of people make expensive mistakes when it comes to picking a couch because they don't measure correctly. You walk in and you think, ah yeah, that will fit, and then they bring it home and it doesn't. Houses, I think if you're in an apartment, you're limited with space. Then if you have the luxury of having a large space, but to me all these couches look huge and I'm like, how am I going to find something that's going to fit and look cute in this room and that's not going to be too big? So I don't want to make an expensive mistake, and I also don't want you to make an expensive mistake. So I've been researching tips for buying sofas. So I'm going to go into my local DFS store in Blanchardstown and I'm going to talk with Lisa. I'm also going to pick my couches. So before going to the shop, I have measured my living room and I have measured out my existing couches. So I know that anything slightly smaller than this is going to fit, but I have measured them out and I'm going to give you some tips as well at measuring. So hopefully Lisa will have some tips. So let's go to the store where we can chat with Lisa and I'll show you what couches that I'm going to pick. So hi everyone, I am in DFS in Blanchardstown and I am with Lisa. Lisa's going to answer all of I have a list of sofa buying questions. So where do you even start when it comes to buying a sofa? What is the very first step for anybody who wants to buy a sofa?
For coming through the doors at DFS and you're in the market for a suite of furniture, you would have had a look on the website, because most people do have a look on the website. But we would ask you some questions in order to, narrow down certain items for yourself. So, do you want fabric? Do you want leather?
Yeah.
So you'd say, well, I like leather, or I like fabric. We would take you to a sofa, ask you some questions, measurements. The most important part of buying a suite is your measurements.
And I think that's the most common place people make mistakes.
They do, because when you're in the showroom, it's so big in here.
Yeah.
The sofas look quite small.
Yeah.
But when you get them into your home, it's going to be a different story.
What is the common mistake when it comes to measuring that people do?
They don't take into consideration where the windows are.
Okay.
Fireplaces.
Okay.
And their doors. So if you were to have a corner unit, are you happy that your door can open?
Yeah.
So you need to know what side you want the corner unit to go on.
Yeah.
If it's going to block off some of your window.
Okay.
If it's going to come out and touch a fireplace.
And also if it's going to like block a radiator.
Radiators, yeah.
Okay.
You'd need to take that into consideration as well. Because we think the radiator is on the wall and the sofa's going to go before it. If you're going to put something, so if the sofa is going to go up along a wall and then there's the radiator, take that radiator into consideration with the measurements. You're not just measuring the wall.
Okay.
You need
and
to
the depth.
Yeah.
So make sure you measure that you have left space for the radiator to breathe. so your couch is gonna come out more
Exactly.
than what you've expected. That's a really good tip.
Yeah.
Because I do have a radiator in my room. Right, now let's talk about the fun stuff. So, I've a rough idea of the couch that I want. I have my measurements. So, let's talk about fabric, feel, style. Where do you start?
All the exciting stuff.
All the exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, I have obviously pets, so I need something that's going to be pet friendly, and it's going to be functional as well. But I associate coziness with fabric.
Yeah.
So I don't really want a leather couch. I want cozy, warmth, and I want to feel really
Snug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snug. So when it comes to fabric, I just assumed it was either leather or cotton, and that was it. But I didn't realise there's so many that you can get. Velvets, there's different types of leather, there's loads. So where do you even start?
Yeah, we do a lot because we are the sofa experts in DFS.
Yeah.
So, we design the furniture, we make the furniture.
Yeah.
You can have so many different types of fabric on your couch.
So you can get really creative.
You can have velvet, you can have florals, you can have plain, you can have so many different types of fabric.
Yeah.
And then we have leather.
Yes.
And you can have different types of leather. So you can have like a nice soft leather, or you can have like a nice, really thick,
Thick leather.
durable leather.
Yeah,
It all depends, again, on your lifestyle, your home, who's in the home, who's going to use the furniture. But again, when you're in store and we ask you questions, we'll be able to find out all this information and we'll be able to recommend the sofa that's right for you.
For me, I think it's all about fabric. I want to feel really snug on a couch. I want to feel warm. To me, leather feels a little bit cold, and I think people assume they have to stick with leather if they have kids or pets. But
It's all a myth.
yeah,
Yeah.
fabric can be family friendly too.
Yeah, well, I have a family.
Yeah.
There's 3 kids and a dog in my house, and we have fabric.
Fabric.
It's just a preference.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, be afraid that you can't go for what you really want. And what you've fallen in love
Life
with.
is too short. You
Yeah.
don't have to have a leather couch if you don't want to.
Go for fabric.
Go for fabric if you want to, if it's just that. But definitely for me. And as well, I think, Blondie, she will want to cuddle up on this.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, I am sitting on the sofa that I really want. And I think it's my decision. But Lisa's going to talk me through and show me kind of the features and benefits, basically, and how it's going to kind of function in my house. So one of the reasons why I've gone for this is, basically, you see behind me is this fancy, like a high button back, really luxurious looking sofa. But when I went to measure in my house, it was just not practical. It was too big. My house was too small. Unless I have a mansion, it ain't gonna fit in mine. So I have settled for this one because I like the fabric, I like the size of it, I like the arms. So you're gonna talk me through and show me more about this sofa, really. So this is the 2-seater, which when I have measured out my living room, this is gonna fit perfectly. I've also gone for the cuddler size as well and a footstool, but here is a better look of the one. And the best thing about this is you can flip your florals, so if you get bored, you can flip them, which Lisa is gonna show me how to do.
So, cushions off. Now you've gone for a nice fibre filled cushion.
Fibre filled,
So
okay.
fibre filled are lovely because it's so comfortable, you just sink right into them. However, there is a bit of maintenance involved.
Okay.
So you will have to take Blondie off the couch.
Okay.
And
And fluff my pillows.
Yeah, and it's maintenance.
Okay.
You need to give them a good plump and turn in order for them so they don't lose their shape.
Yes.
Okay. And then just for a change, flip your florals.
I love this term, flip your florals, as well.
So you can have it all plain.
Yes.
And then bring in your
Cushions.
or plain with a little bit of floral.
Yes. Oh, I like that actually,
so
yeah.
versatile. So do you know, it's like having 2 sofas.
Yeah. And then you can mix and match and play around
Mix
then
and
with the
match.
scatter cushions. So I have gone for the
This one
pink.
here.
Now on camera it's looking more pink. It's hard to get it on camera, but it is a tiny bit darker than what it's looking like on camera. But I'm going to mix my colours, so I'm going with the grey and the pink. So
And you
I'm
know,
mixing.
That's really good because a lot of people are afraid to
Yes.
combine colours, textures, fabrics in the room. It works really well. And, you know, we also have, here in DFS, we have some big screens there.
Yeah.
And we can actually show you different colours on different couches. Put them up just to give you an idea of what they look like together.
Yeah. Sitting on the footstool, aka the most underrated item
A person could have in their home.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are literally the best thing. You can use it for storage. You can use it as your extra seat in the home. It is cheaper than a chair. You can use it to put your feet up. A coffee table.
Because I'm limited for space.
Yeah.
And when I measured out the footstool, I was like, right, even though I'm getting a smaller couch, the footstool is giving me some extra, like, coziness. But it's also making my couch that tiny bit bigger. But it's movable.
Yeah,
You can put it under the window.
You can put it away. You can bring it into the middle of the room. Have it as your statement piece.
Yeah.
You know, get it in a different colour, put it in the middle of the room, and then when you have guests
And
around,
it's a seat.
yeah,
Like, two of
it
us
has
are
the same
sitting on the big
interiors
one.
as well.
Yeah, and there's floral on the inside of this one, which matches the floral.
Yeah.
Now, I've gone for a smaller footstool, so you don't have to get the big one. If you are small, like me, you can have the smaller sized one, so that they do come. I didn't realise that they come in different sizes.
Yeah, and it's your extra seat in the house for when guests come around.
Extra seat for the cat as well.
Oh, Blondie.
Right, one of the things that I was naive about and ignorant was lead times. I thought you could walk into a shop and just buy a sofa and it'd be delivered like a few days. Which I think a lot of people think that's what.
Yeah, it can happen. We would have customers who come in and think
Yeah.
that they can purchase and take
Especially
away.
first time kind of buyers basically. would kind of-
Yeah. Again, everything we do is handmade to order. We have different lead times on different sofas. So the one that you're looking at is an approx lead time of roughly between 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's just an approx. However, we do keep you updated.
Yes.
And you can also track your order online. You go onto
Which is
DFS,
perfect because what I'm worried about is I'll obviously I'm going to donate my old couches, so they're going to go on to a new home. But I obviously don't want to be left sitting on a crate on the floor and get rid of them too soon or too late.
Yeah.
So you can track your order.
Yeah, you go onto the website, it's track my order. You
Oh,
put
okay.
in your order number.
Okay.
And it will give you where the furniture is.
Where it is. And they're made in the factory.
They're made in our own factories in the UK.
Okay. So when I think of your factory, I think of, if anybody knows the DFS ads with the cotton people.
Yeah.
And they're making it in the factory. So when I heard that they're made in your factories, is it Yorkshire?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we have a few.
Oh, you
The
have
main
a
ones are in
few.
Yorkshire, yeah, we have 3.
And I just thought of the little cotton people. But they're actually based on real people.
Oh, they're real people.
Right.
Like one of them is Julie,
Okay.
who I met
Oh my
when
god.
I did the factory tour. Yeah, they're real people.
I'm excited to see the order getting tracked, and I can see its progress and see how far it's coming.
And the exciting part is when the DFS truck pulls up outside your home. Yeah, they come out to your house.
Last question while I think of it. Will the DFS men put the couch in for me? I won't have to do any heavy lifting, will I?
You won't do anything, only open the door,
Oh,
call
yay.
Blondie so they don't crush her, and let the lads in. They
Okay.
will unwrap the furniture, they'll assemble it, they'll put the feet on, and they'll take
Okay.
away all the packaging. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So it's
Okay,
really
so
exciting.
no mess.
No.
I'm really excited for arrival day.
Yeah.
So I think you have answered all of my questions.
Okay.
I hope this video has been useful for anybody who is thinking of getting a new couch. Maybe you're a first time buyer, or maybe you're like me and you want to actually upgrade your couches and you want to redecorate a room. I really hope you got some tips from the talented Lisa who knows her stuff. If you guys have any questions, do reach out to your local DFS, because I have found you guys, anytime I have come in, you guys have been so helpful and have answered all of my questions. So let me know what your favourites. Do you like the florals? Should we flip our florals?
I'd flip
I think
your
that
floral.
is our good phrase, is flipping the florals.
Yeah, flipping the floral.
Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I will catch you all in the next video.
Thank you.
Bye.